Okay, I think I might start in a minute early, but you know, this is fine. This is fine. But hello, welcome in. If you guys are making it in, we are, yeah, we are the power washing. How do we introduce ourselves? How the fuck do we do this?
You introduce yourself first, even though people already know you, and then I guess we'll introduce us as guests. Or do you want us to introduce as guests because it's on your channel?
Anyways, welcome to the Washed Up Power Hour.
What? Washed up?
Washed up. I love that.
We're washed.
Yeah, we're all washed. Yeah, if you guys don't know who I am already, I'm Kaisuke. I'm one of many Kaisukes apparently. There's way too many Kaisukes out there, but you know.
Like, sorry, I just realized something. I love my tie being invisible.
Is your tie invisible?
Wait, are you using green screen?
Yeah, Kai's using green screen. That's why it's funny.
You don't need to use the green screen. But okay.
Oh, I see it now. I see it.
I like it. Keep it. It's now part of my lore that I am see-through bunny.
My fucking god.
It's okay.
If anyone asks if I have a heart, just look at my thighs, tie.
Just look at your thighs. Yeah. There. It's there.
Trust me. I'm a doctor. I know where my thighs are.
Dude,
Okay.
like, I honestly thought it was orange. Like,
maybe me being Dr. Green is hard, especially when it's green.
well, I mean, there's in whatchamacallit, in what was it called? Movie production, right? There's two different colors you can use. You can either use blue and green, which would conflict both of us because I am a lot of blue. So
and I'm just like the one who's most like always who's usually like gold, black, and purple. So it's like
Purple's gonna get affected.
yeah, you're not affected as much as some of us, as two of us, depending on our colors.
But to be fair, it's your stream, so you take it. I like having a see-through tie. It's actually a perk of mine.
Oh my god.
So while you're speaking, why don't you introduce yourself?
You go ahead, Green.
Hey. My name's Dr. Green Yeetus. I am a Dr. Vtuber who's a bunny, and I stream for funsies. I got my degree from google.com. and Anime 101.
Very valid, very valid.
Hello, my name is Chris Venus Angel. You can call me Chris or Venus. I go by they, she pronouns. I am a VTuber, fashion designer, fallen angel VTuber, a VR chat dancer, and a singer. And I play a wide variety of games on Twitch.
Nice. So, getting into the topic, because we, like, thinking about it, well, let's actually start washing things. Let's actually get into a bit of we should definitely get into, like, washing, because it's definitely, we're just gonna be yapping and we're not doing anything.
Power wash without the wash.
Yeah, power wash. Like we're dude, that's how washed up we are. We're not even fucking. We're not.
Power wash, but power wash, but we're actually washed up with power.
We're just.
This is my first time playing, so
We'll get you into the game mechanics a bit, and then we can start talking if you want.
What game mechanics is there? You just start washing.
you're just watching.
Yeah,
It looks simple, so I'll figure it out.
It's so simple. So
I struggle with simple things.
so like it's like speaking of like of getting your degree on like WebMD and shit. Apparently a lot of college students aren't as smart as we thought because of Chat GPT. So I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like that's not
Oh.
off, right? That's like not completely off. Cause like what was
the
it?
thing is,
Mhm.
what degree? Like I know IT degrees are basically ChatGPT in a nutshell. Because back then, tech degrees are like very commonly like looked up to. But now because you can just go and be like, hey, how do I program a website? And ChatGPT will be like, I'll give you all the answers in what language and ooga booga.
In a sense, yes, but at the same time, it's like we also had forum pages that gave us answers, but like not to the level of ChatGPT. Because like at some point, we have to figure out how the fuck does this fit into our program, right? Because it's someone else's program. You're just like, how the fuck does this work?
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, it's now people just get answers, and it's like, well, fuck. I guess some of them can't actually think for themselves.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty sad that people aren't learning, but they're just using robots. But what's up, Chris?
I find it disappointing that people are not using their brain power as much and relying too much on machinery. Because it concerns me about the future if, like, say we had, like, an internet out or internet blackout or whatever, what are people gonna do? Like, I just feel like people should know how to survive without the internet or Google. Like, we need more of that.
I feel like it's somewhat okay to rely on some sort of like schooling, but like being heavily reliant on that, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Because talking with a couple of because I went back to class apparently on Tuesday. That's why I kind of had to leave early. Wanted to talk to one of my professors from way back when, and he was like, "Yeah, it's kind of getting a bit hard, especially with like the rise of AI." So
Oh, God.
but yeah, dude gave me a whole bunch of direction of jobs and things. And I'm like, yeah, cool. I get to relearn things again.
Yippee!
So that was like back when I was in college. That's when I first started streaming. Cause like it was on my last semester of college. And
Yeah.
so origin story of the whole Kaisuke lore, right? I was I was a flesh tuber, right? Streaming the fleshiness of the flesh.
Let me just to clarify, what do you mean by flesh? Like a literal flesh?
Like, you know how like yeah, I had a flesh tuber model, you know. It didn't look good, you know. It was I didn't have a really good rigger to actually have the really nice looking rigs. So it was really janky. It was I want to say it was like in 720p. But
720p.
but okay. Listen.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
It was enough. It was a lot for back in the day. It was a lot for back in the day because my lore was I started building Gunpla, right? When I first started. So, you know, all I had was Hansuke, so And from time to time, I would bring out my model, and people would be like, "Whoa, that model looks so cool," you know.
Yeah.
So origin story of that. That's how we got here, and yeah, I think that was like one of the first streams I ever built like a and when I tell you, it was like the worst looking thing, right? The worst looking thing, but it was a Gunpla model, the Death Scythe from Gundam Wing,
Oh.
and we were
Ooh.
like, yeah, let's just do it. A friend of mine was like, yeah, a lot of people started doing that lately, and I'm like, really? I thought it was just for gaming. So I started off with that, and obviously it was a girl, right? Obviously, I did it for her because like I wanted to chat with her a lot more often, and then I started to find a community to find out some of my other
Aw.
classmates started streaming. That's how I got into streaming, and that's how I got into like a stream team in general. And we've known each other for like years.
Oh man.
Yeah, I want to know your guys' origin story. Like, what you guys start off with? Because I obviously did not start off as a VTuber, right?
Yeah. I don't think anyone can afford being a VTuber first go. I'm not gonna lie to you, because
Yeah.
being a VTuber is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Camera wise, let's say even without a camera, just the model itself, you can get like a cheap one, but then it's not you. At the end
Yeah,
of
you
the
can
day.
you can get pre-made ones until like you can buy off Etsy or someone's Ko-fi or VGen, and a customizable one until like you can afford your own. And even then, I would say personally, I think this is how I started when I started getting into VTubing. Like start with like a PNG and then like go from there just to see if you even like it. Because I know people who have gotten big on models, like $1,000, $2,000 models right away, but they ended up not streaming that long because they realized they didn't like it or didn't have time for it. And it was like ended up being a waste of money.
Because I know, what was it? I followed this one person on TikTok, and they started off with a Vroid model, and they blew up. Well, I don't want to say recently because like I think it was like towards like the middle of the year they blew up. I don't know what happened. I think it was like one of their storytime videos, and they started blowing up, and then they had the Suica model.
Oh.
Yeah. Because like I feel like customizables can go so far as well.
Yeah.
Like even though it doesn't feel like you, right? If you have a model that gets you a lot of the way there, like it makes you feel like you, then why not, right? So I feel like as long as you're okay with it, because like she also used a Suico model. I think she used a Suico model. I'm like 80% sure.
Does she still use it or different?
No, she recently had enough money to get a model of her own.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. And I think she's like on the way to partnered at this point, I think. Like from July till now, I think she's already like I think she's 90% of the way there.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
That's fucking go.
So it's like, goddamn. But origin story, you don't have to like start off with something like big.
No.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I did that. But yeah.
I want to know how Green became a VTuber actually, because he never told me that.
I never told. Well, to be fair, not much people know the reason. Solely because I think because I didn't start out as a VTuber model. Actually, I started out as a normal pleb streamer first.
A pleb streamer, a flesh tuber. You mean a flesh tuber?
Yeah, a flesh tuber. Yeah. So no, not actually. So it was originally I wanted like as a high school person, because we play games, right? And we see a lot of people, like obviously other YouTubers promote you, or not promote you, like want you to do it. It's like, oh look, their content's so funny, and when we do something funny, it's like, oh, we want to like have that cherished somewhere. So originally it was me, Rage, and Adam waiting to just record for fun. Just like, so we actually had a channel up, but we don't actually use it because I don't have time to edit because I'm the only editor. So, but we wanted to do something like switch perspectives, where we have different people with different perspectives. Like, you know, like for example, us three playing, then like if you do something interesting, we'll switch to your perspective, blah blah blah. But then I guess because of how recording takes so much gigabytes, we wanted to actually start streaming because we have an archive somewhere on the internet, you know. I think funny enough, Rage started streaming first. He had a more better setup than I did. I literally just got a I was like, hey, how do I stream? OBS, check, game, check, mic, check, done. That's it. And so that's what I mean by play streamer, because I didn't do anything as advanced as people. I just hit live and prayed. Like no music, no nothing. I just started out like PewDiePie back in the day. Like you just put a camera on, but my one's without a camera, so just normal gameplay and just talking. Not even chat on screen, by the way. And I did this for like a month or so. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I want to try opening up more to the audience. And what if I try doing a webcam stream? But I think I got self-conscious real fast. So I just stopped doing the camera. But then I actually then dived into the VTuber era. Like I'm like, oh damn, people actually so you can express yourself without showing your actual face, like being a different persona than yourself, you know, like being someone else but also being you. But you want your own OC to be out there rather than you, so you act like there's an OC. So then I wanted a VTuber model, but like I said, no, like it's like something that looks cool, but once you get into depth with it, it gets messy, right? That's where I start learning the prices of a model. Like what in Australian dollars it would be $700.
Oh,
that's without rigging. So I'm like, oh, cool, great. So then I actually got an Etsy and we got a random bunny because it looks cute and like bunnies. I wasn't intentionally going for a bunny VTuber, funny enough, but because I want something that represents me a lot, and people were comparing like, oh, a chaotic neutral, that could be a bird, but then I see a lot of bird VTubers out there already, so it's not really not unique enough. Like I can be myself, but it feels like I'm just grouping myself with a bunch of others, if that makes sense. So I'm like, what if I'm a bunny? Because bunnies are mostly taken by the other gender, and it's mostly, you know, out there but not as common. So I'm like, I'll be a bunny, you know, well, what can go wrong? And here I am. Everything else is more likely a projection of mine, like my ideology, like how, well, I am a doctor, so I have that mindset of a doctor, but also because, you know, I want the chaotic aspect of it. So that's why I have like certain laws, like, oh yeah, like I'm very chaotic at things, I do certain things, and I have like chemicals around me, because, you know, what can go wrong? Well, a chaotic person holds chemicals in his pocket, and yeah. So that's basically my IRL lore and in like my VTuber lore. I realistically, I'm not the type of person to have like a lore like, oh no, like the sky's falling down, I became a bunny. No, I haven't had that chance to discuss that yet or even plan it. But all I know is I rather have my IRL persona being my VTuber persona, if that makes sense.
I feel that.
Right.
But yeah, that is my lore.
And for me, I think I started way earlier than you guys with content creating, because I used to be an IRL vlogger, and I also tested makeup products. So I was really into makeup art, and I originally was trying to get into the MUA, you know, makeup influencer thing. Because that's when, like, I think makeup tutorials around that time were starting to blow up in, like, 2012 is when I started. And originally I did it as sort of a way to, like, help myself be more social, because I had a lot of social anxiety after, like, a traumatic incident when I was 18. And it actually did help. Like, I stopped being scared to leave my house to do stuff. And I I think I ended up being like at 100 followers, but by like I think 2013, 2014, 2015, life started getting a little tough and in the way, and I just didn't have time to like go travel and vlog stuff anymore. And I quit it for a while. And then I had thought about coming back many times, but it didn't happen. And then a YouTuber named Peachy Milky, who's a cosplayer and a model now in Japan from Northern Ireland. She ended up deciding to try VTubing. And around that, named Peach Tootie. And around that time is when I also discovered Iron Mouse when she was smaller with her like first model. And Haruka Caribou debuted as well. And I made friends who were in the Destiny community that started streaming. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try streaming on Twitch. And I made friends through a mutual friend of some Filipino streamers from Guam. And they helped me learn how to become a PNG tuber. Because I saw my first moderator, Cactar, or the Governor of Guam, as he was known, on Twitch. Because this was before Fugi Tech was a thing. So you actually had to do like copy and paste some coding into OBS to make your PNG work, which was a pain in the butt. So I always had to set that shit up. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And my first like quote-unquote PNG tuber thing was a pit crew thing that I edited to look like the IRL me, but with a horn and fallen angel wings.
Dude,
Yeah, and then I started fleshing it out, the character design, because I was starting to get more into art, like digitally, with Ibis Paint on my Samsung Galaxy S7 tablet. And then Chris Venus Angel ended up being fully fleshed out from there. By like 2021.
God, because I think I also when I first started, it wasn't just this. It wasn't like a my first. I think some of you have already seen some of my my 1.0 model. That wasn't like the 1.0 model. That was like 1.5. Well, 1.2 I want to say, because like we also started with a pit crew, but our friend had made it, right? So we're like, oh damn, maybe we can just use that. And I think I was one of the early people in our team, right, to start using it. Because I was like, I don't want my face to be seen anymore, especially like with because I was getting self-conscious when I was streaming Gunpla. And I'm like, I don't want my face there anymore. And a lot of my teammates were like, we miss seeing Flesh Tuber Kaisuke. Where is that? And then lo and behold, debuted as a VTuber. Like, I think like a couple of my inspirations for that, like that got me into VTubing, had to be like Fruit was one of them. Definitely was it Ina from Hololive was another one.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know.
And I was like, okay, these are cool people. I like this. So then, that's when I first started as a VTuber, and I was like, huh, maybe I have to find someone who can actually do the artwork and rig. And I'm like, okay. And I think it was during COVID as well. I started practicing more on my guitar. I think that's why I got so much better at it. Because I was like, I might as well do something with it. And that's when I started recording too. Because I already knew how, well, I already know how to play guitar to like a degree.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, might as well learn how to record and actually publish it. Dude, my first couple of covers was just complete garbage, let me tell you that. Listening to it now, oh my fucking god. But that's what people call growth, right? If you can look back at it and cringe a bit, you've known you grew from where you were.
Oh. Yeah, I completely abandoned the old vlog channel and privated all my videos, but I looked back on it because there were some good memories in there. But God forbid it was cringe because remember I started like vlogging on like my Samsung Galaxy, like not Samsung, Sony Ericsson phone at first in 2012.
Damn.
So the quality was not good. And then I eventually got a little Nikon camera. And then like a bigger Nikon camera after that over the span of like 3 years. So it was like, oh my god. And I was winging everything. Nothing was like scripted. So I had no idea what I was doing. I only started also vlogging because I saw some of my favorite YouTubers started vlogging. Like, you know, PewDiePie and Jake Monroe and his girlfriend at the time, Toxic Tears and stuff, who were part of the goth community. As I am punk goth IRL, so I obviously followed those kind of YouTubers. So it was like, yeah.
Just to point out, Kai, remember how you said that if you were to look back and cringe, you know it's growth.
Yeah.
But there's also, I guess that works like for your personal growth as well. But I feel like if you also look back, but you don't cringe, I feel like it's like, you know, you've gone there. You know.
I think
I don't know, like. It just depends on how people perceive it, but like looking like there's some people who will tend to look back as well and go, "Damn, that's cringe." Even though, like, for example, like if you were to upload a video, you see it's very cringe, but other people see it as, "Oh, that is absolute cinema," you know?
true, true, true. Cause like, who was it? There was a couple of YouTubers that I followed that were like, man, I wish I could have done better, but their fandom is like, bro, this is absolute peak, man. This is peak. I think, what was it? Who was it? Filthy Frank is an example.
Oh my
Like,
god.
he has two different fandoms, right? He has two different fandoms.
Right.
I like to say he has two different fandoms because one is there for Papa Frank, and the other one is there for Joji. Right?
Yeah, my partner and his friends are a fan of the Joji. They're part of the Joji fandom for sure. They've been to his concerts and shit, so.
Dude, I was there when he was Pink Guy. When he released Pink Guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Pink Guy was
I
goated.
was there with "It's time to stop."
Welcome to the rice fields.
Welcome to the rice fields. I feel like that's like he carried the meme community.
Yeah.
Oh my, for real. And his memes still stick to this day. People use them still all the time as redeems on their channel and everything.
It's like,
He is a legend now. An internet legend.
like I think in an interview he says it's kind of embarrassing, right, to look back at it. But then a lot of people are like, yeah, this is absolute peak, and it holds up. It holds up.
It holds up, yeah.
It's funny.
It depends on your perception of what your growth is.
Yeah.
Like, even if someone sees you as like a perfect god, you will always, no matter what, feel like if this is not good enough, then you know it's just not good enough. I guess.
Well, everyone has to start somewhere. And it's always gonna start cringe because you're just starting out. You're new to everything. You're not gonna be perfect your first go or your first like run, obviously.
I just thought of a stupid ass quote. So
Go on.
it was
Go on.
if at first you don't succeed, then you just suck.
I hate it.
Oh my god.
When you brought that up, you remind me of the Madagascar one. I do not suck seed. I don't even know who seed is. Oh, that is such a. I can't believe that's a child movie.
I love it when kids movies or cartoons like slip in little like adult jokes that go over the kids' heads, but the parents get it because it makes it fun for the parents as well.
But yeah, going back on topic, yeah, like in a way, I guess cringe isn't really a solid definition because even if someone sees it as cringe, some people don't. It's like you no matter what, you always have multiple, I guess, communities. We have people who support and people who's against, no matter what. Like that's just life, you know. But at the end of the day, it's which side you choose to see and which side you choose to ignore. Because if you like, of course, like hatred, people who hate your content. I mean, you can take it as criticism, but you can also take that as, oh yeah, I need to improve on that specifically, if it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Some people just hate you for fun because they're like rage baiting.
Oh yeah, I've gotten my fair share of that. I'm like, you want me to react to this, but I'm not going to. But I am gonna. I'm one of those people who like to clap back and roast my haters or laugh at them, and it just pisses them off more. I know it's like you should ignore. I'm like, I know, but it's so funny to see them get more pissed.
Like,
Yeah.
I think I had that one time on one of my videos. I think I still talk about it, especially with like one of my viewers, Jerry, right? Like, I think we made it a meme at this point. We're like, because one of the comments to my Pierce the Veil cover, right? The person was like, you have to sing it better, or you have to sing it correctly.
Like, and they didn't even put any constructive criticism into it or
No,
anything.
no, like nothing
No.
at all. They just said you have to sing it correctly. And me and Jerry were like, what the fuck does that even mean? And now Jerry just says, maybe if you sang it correctly. And I'm like,
Maybe.
fuck, you're right. I didn't sing it correctly.
Kai, why didn't you think about this?
I
man?
didn't think about this. Man, I should have just sang it correctly the first time. I didn't think about that.
Sorry, you didn't get a degree in music 101, mate. I'm sorry.
Definitely just
Oh.
self-taught, man.
Dude.
Yeah, no, YouTube.
Oh, I have something to say. This one hater was really funny. Me and my friend had a good hoot. So I had a friend who used to stream on YouTube a lot, and we had this person who was hating on him for a reason. It was always because he was jealous, and he was his mod like banned this hater from the chat. But this hater went beyond and actually sent a super chat, like paid to send send a hurtful message, and we're like, dude, you literally just paid my friend money just to hate on him. Like, what are you doing with your life? And I just read this guy to filth, and the whole chat was just laughing. And this guy just left butt hurt. And it's like, you literally paid the person you hate money to hate on them. At that point, you're not a hater. You're just obsessed.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I mean, I'm just gonna ask this because you know. But do you think haters have, I guess, attention-seeking behavior? Because I feel like
Oh,
they target-
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Something's obviously going on in their lives, and they're just not happy, and they're just looking for someone to like take it out on. They're just toxic to themselves and making themselves look like an idiot. 100%.
I feel like they just want someone.
Attention.
Yeah.
Notice me, senpai. Notice my
No,
insults. Notice me.
What a tsundere.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I-
not
it's
like
not-
I hate you or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like,
Oh my
God.
so would you rather have a healthy dose of haters or a healthy dose of people who support you?
I feel like healthy dose of people that support you, but I feel like if you don't have like a hater or two, then you're doing something wrong. Because that means you're not succeeding. Because the more success you have, the more people on the internet get jealous and they'll start hating on you, which means you're doing something right. I don't know. That's my opinion on it, though.
So let's say you have haters, but they don't like let's say they don't actively do anything. They just do it silently. So maybe like they dislike
They
your
have no
videos, or they they block you, and then they start talking shit behind your back. Would you rather have those, Or would you rather have people who like actively will tell you, hey, you suck. Hey, get off of here. Like, constantly.
I honestly would prefer the ones that just like block you, to be honest.
Really?
Because it does, even though I can handle a lot, it does get annoying after a while, the most vocal ones. It's just like annoying at some point. Because you also like get concerned about it affecting your own community that supports you's mental health, because they see that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me.
I rather have, I guess. Well, which going to like, if we're gonna do a sidetrack ish, I kind of don't mind either, because I feel like either or, the person who's gonna hate my content the most is myself. Because
Yo, we're our own worst self-critics.
it's like I can see, like, how do I say this? People, like, let's say you do, like, I enjoy your content or you enjoy my content. I don't enjoy my own content because I always feel like I'm going somewhere wrong. Because it's like, I don't know. I guess in life, the person who hates your stuff the most is yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know, like, for me, having someone to prove my point, either valid, like, makes me like, oh yeah, I'm definitely right. But it also goes, wait, I'm right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're right that you're, like, you're happy you're right, but you're also sad that you're right, that you're, like, whatever you saw in yourself is actually right, and you just, it's like, oh, damn, that sucks. But, yeah. But like I said, I don't mind at all. Like, if they block me, then I know that they're not in my life. But if they don't, they're actually actively doing it. They're just putting it in my self-consciousness. Which, to be fair, I sometimes don't care, but then it will still bother me.
I think for me, I'd actually be okay with people who are vocally hating on me, because, like, I know my community is just as supportive if I were to say anything. But, like, nothing can hurt me. Nothing they say can't hurt me, because I've already said it to myself in the mirror, you know? So it's like, I know that their hate comes from somewhere else. I just love it when my community comes, like, backs me up and be like, no, you're actually pretty good. And I'm just like, you know, I love the compliments. I love the compliments. I love to be complimented, even though I'm like, no, don't compliment me. Ooh. Baka.
You smell like a
I mean, I have a hard time admitting it because I am not good at words. But Green knows how much I admire Kai. I've said stuff to him that Kai doesn't know nice things about Kai, and I have a hard time saying it because I'm embarrassed. I don't care if you tell him, Green, but like
that's a you thing. I'm just here. But
yeah. One day I will have the courage to.
To what? Just to say things to my face, bro. Just say it to my face. You've already heard me say I'd rather have vocal people be hating on me rather than the people who just block me.
Like, it's good things. But, like, I try to say it when we've met a couple times in person. Like, I've wanted to say shit to you in person, but I'm an emotional person, so I'm like, I don't want to start crying.
I don't want to start shit.
However.
Because I don't like people seeing me cry in general, so it's like,
Just put like pads on your eyes. If you cry or just soak up, you're fine. But yeah, like the thing is, I feel like no matter how much the haters say, I think it's the person who you trust the most saying things. I think that would give a sucker punch, you know? Like, imagine someone you, I guess, stream with the longest. Or, like, let's say one of your trusted friends saying, oh, man, you suck. Like, and they meant it, not friend banter. Like, they actually meant it. I think that's what.
That would hurt a lot.
oh yeah.
Cause like, you know that they had your back like through and through, and then they just come out and be like, yeah, no, it actually all just sucked, and you're like, you didn't tell me this in the first place. Like, bro, I trusted you to just tell me these things. Oh man.
Yeah,
And
be
you become-
honest.
And you become very self-conscious just moving on as well, which sucks. Because it's like now every time you do something, you have it in their mind, like, oh shit, yeah, this person said it sucked. Even though I know that they didn't mean it, it's just in my mind now, you know?
I think.
Yeah, what?
No, continue.
I was gonna say what, like certain words hurts and it stays like a knife wound basically.
I feel like I'd
But-
rather have things said to me, because like this happened to me with my teammates, and it fucking sucked because I told them, hey, tell me things when things are happening, right? And so, or like another origin story of how we feel a bit hurt is because like when I got kicked off of my current team because I had a falling out with one of our teammates because
Yeah.
they didn't express anything to me. They didn't express like nothing.
Bad communication.
And they were like, yeah, it's Kaisuke's fault. And I'm like, you didn't express anything to me. What the fuck? Like, you didn't tell me shit, and you're just gonna up and leave like that, and then at some point the entire team just felt like they went against me, and they didn't tell me why. Right? Only like a handful of people ever tell me things, and I've always loved them for that. And in my eyes, they're the realist. Cause like
Right.
I'd rather be told, hey, they're kind of just fucking up right now, and I want to figure out what can we do to make it better. You know,
Exactly.
it's happened to me way too many times, and I'm like, come on, guys, tell me what the fuck is wrong.
For me, that sounds like people who. Here's the thing about us human beings: we can't avoid conflict, but people who are too much into avoiding conflict and can't express or communicate their feelings when someone's making them feel a certain way maturely. For me, that's immature on themselves, and that doesn't solve anything. It just creates more drama. So I feel like it's more important to communicate these things like, hey, you made me feel a certain way, or you're doing this. And because as content creators ourselves, we want constructive criticism if we're doing something wrong, so we can do better as well. Sorry.
No, no, don't mind me. I think I broke my game, but it's fine.
Oh.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Well, like we completely forget that we're actually just playing a game while we're fucking just yapping about things.
I mean, that's what I like about Power Wash, because it's like it's all about cleaning, right? And it's like
It's a great you can
zones
turn your
out.
brain off too while you're
Yeah.
talking to people. So
You don't see this type of podcast anywhere where you're playing Power Washing Simulator and you're just yapping. It's not a just chatting anymore like most podcasts. No.
No.
We are going above and beyond.
Kai, you've played Minecraft, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the type of combos where you just jump around rather than actually doing things in game, because you're no longer focused on the game, so you just run around in circles talking to your homies at like 2 a.m. at night.
Oh my freaking god.
that was me on Genshin before, because I used to be one of those people who talked about Genshin lore. So it was like we would instead of playing the game, we got too much into what we were talking about while playing co-op with a friend of mine, and like we're just running around exploring the map while chatting, not completing our missions.
Okay. But I do have a topic, or not a topic, more like a question, going back to the first ever topic or convo we had about VTubing.
Okay.
So my question is, and this is to myself as well, do you regret what you're doing, and why or why not?
Oh
that's more of a-
shit.
So
Regret
like, do
doing
you
what?
like do you regret either being a streamer, content creator, or do you regret being this certain VTuber, or just like, I guess, streaming in general and what you do? Like, do you regret making this type of content? Do you regret being, socializing with your community? Like, would you be able to make something different if you had the ability to, or if you were to go back in time? I guess that's like a very targeting question, and I'm sorry, but
I think
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so I think it's not would I do would I not do something differently, right? It's something I wish I would have continued instead, because at the time nobody was doing Gunpla and VTubing, right? Nobody was
Yeah.
doing that, and I wish I would have just stayed. I wish I were to just stay VTubing and doing Gunpla at the same time. But like nobody had the nobody set the norm of, you know, can streams, right? So I thought it was just weird and I didn't do it. And seeing people now, because I used to be one of those people who would just build Gunpla on stream. That was my main niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
I stopped it because it felt like we weren't getting anywhere. And I'm like, man, well, I
You were
guess we gotta,
impatient.
yeah, I guess we gotta switch it up. And now you see like these VTubers who are doing Gunpla, and I'm like, man, I used to be one of those people, but now I'm still a nobody. I could have been
Damn.
hanging with them. I could have known these people, but
Yeah.
it's like if I were to go back in time, I wish I would have just continued instead.
Yeah, I feel that. For me, honestly, I wouldn't change anything, even though I did have some bad experiences. As like I've been VTubing for like 4 or 5 years now. Everything was a good learning experience, even the bad stuff, and it really shaped me to be a better person. I don't think I would have like been able to work on myself better without these learning experiences, to be honest, because it applied to my IRL self as well. And now I kind of learning who I am as a person, and found a place where I belong. Because the biggest thing, because I grew up in a very conservative area, and I was always the oddball and the black sheep of the family, and among my classmates, I never fitted in anywhere. And then becoming online, being a VTuber, I finally found a place kind of like where I belong and to have a community around me that supports me whenever like shit hits the fan. Which is what I really need, because I always dealt with shit by myself on my own and never asked for help. I'm very hyper independent naturally. So learning that it's okay to rely on people, which I'm still working on, has actually been very healthy for me.
I think it's still hard for me to actually trust people still.
I just saw green fall from the roof. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, hello. I'm All Might.
It's raining bunnies.
But I guess this still begs to differ. Do you regret what you were doing? Because, you know, you may say you don't like to change, or you regret changing or not, but do you regret what you're doing now?
No.
I don't think I regret anything that I'm doing now. I just regret things. What?
Sorry, I'm trying to move the step ladder. Move the step ladder. There you go.
I'm very confused. Why
Don't worry,
am I
don't worry,
not climbing up the ladder I want?
You have to walk up to it, and it's stupid.
I keep going to the left. I think my game broke.
Where
I
are
keep
you?
going to the left as I'm going up. I don't know. See this?
I see you. I see you.
I'm trying to go up straight,
Oh, that's
but my
why.
game keeps wanting me to go to the left.
No. You have to do this. So you have to put yours here first. Come up
Okay.
here,
Oh.
and there's a ladder here. Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh, Jan.
But yeah, no, I don't regret what I'm doing either.
Like,
Was that telescope? Hold on. Can we? Oh.
Nice.
Sweet.
like, I don't regret anything
By
that
the
I'm
way-
doing now, because like I know that I've met a lot of people after the whole downfall of my team, and then just downfall of losing friends. I am now meeting more people than I did when I was with them. Right? I wouldn't have met
Mhm.
so many other VTubers because I was just so confined to where with my group, right?
Mhm.
And I kind of wish I broke out of that, because I would have met more VTubers and I would have collabed more with other people. But then, since I was in that circle, I felt like I needed to be there when it felt like they didn't support me at all. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, me and Green are just shooting water at each other.
Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, no, I get you. It, how do I put it into words? Like, there's certain people you like, you never knew you expect to meet or to be friends with or even to collab if like when you stream, because you'd be like, oh, I'm just a streamer, I would do this for fun, I like having a community, but you wouldn't expect to be part of other people's community as well, because you would be like, it's like I guess like imagine a cat domesticating in its area, but then you wouldn't expect to have multiple cats in one area, you know what I mean?
Thing in that sense, because it's I haven't actually been into anybody's community, because usually I am just centered around my own little circle. But like, my community has been keeping me sane. Right? They've been there, and
The little gremlins are keeping you sane.
yeah. And then sometimes the friends that I make, I like hanging out with them too. Like the streamer friends.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes talking to them, talking in their chat is actually... I love that. I kind of missed that. Like, I do wish that I were to be able to talk to the some of the people that kind of blew up more. That I kind of wish I would talk to them, but I'm just like, you know, if they ever see me again, they'll see me. I'm an NPC.
Couple of sorry.
No. You're good.
I got a couple of friends that blew up, and they're always super busy with working on their own content and playing collabs with other bigger people who are interested in them and trying to show up for cons and stuff like that. And I am genuinely thankful that they still remember me and invite me to collab with them or do charity events or special events with them like every 2 to 3 months and try to get me to socialize more with their new friend group and community and stuff like that, even though I'm a super shy person. IRL, so they know. And I love my friend Phoenix because he's like that straight frat boy friend that's your hype man. He like just grabs me and throws me into the deep end, which sometimes is good for me. And it's like, okay, make friends. I'll be there to support you. Go, work.
It's like throwing a baby in a pond when you teach them how to swim. Has anyone seen
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I kind of wish.
Sometimes I need that.
I kind of wish somebody did that for me when I first started, and it sucked. It sucked so hard. Cause like, what was it? I used to talk with a Filipino VTuber, Pan, right? And some of her friends, and I haven't seen her for a while, but like, kind of blew up like a lot, in a good way, right? Like BB No Money DM'd her, saying, "Yo, this is actually cool. This cover is amazing." She collabed with one of the Hollow Stars boys on that said cover.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then
I wish.
I think one of their friends, past life, is one of the Hollow Stars.
Oh yeah.
So it was like, man, I kind of wish I got to know people more, and people helped me, threw me into the deep end for me to meet them too.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, fuck, man. I just had nobody, and I stuck to my team that didn't help me at all. But yeah, we're here. We're making the best that we can.
If you don't mind me asking, your team, are they like IRL people you like mostly know, or just online people?
So two of them were IRL people that I know because we went to college. We were actually in a class together.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we were also in a class/club because they wanted to mix both of them.
Yeah.
Because it was a Filipino class, right? I thought it was gonna be an easy A. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get an A, by the way. I got a C because I was so fucking lazy.
Damn.
But that going off tangent. That's another episode.
That's another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we've known each other since college, and one of them blew up. They actually got partnered, and I don't know what they're doing now anymore because like they stopped streaming, right? And they focused on their artwork because they're artists, and locally they're actually well known.
Oh, that's actually cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So like he does art collabs with the local city and council.
What the
Like
that's actually dope.
you can see it. You can see their artwork on the road. Cause it's what should I call it? He does murals.
That's sick.
That really is sick.
But then he's always like, "Yeah, let me meet you to other people," and then doesn't happen. And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it."
I actually know a tattoo artist that resides in Hawaii. You know my friend Rio Dio?
Mm-hmm.
My Japanese friend, VTuber?
Yeah.
Her assistant, who was teaching her English at the time, was Rosary Inc., who actually is an IRL tattoo person. And this was before she got her apprenticeship, is when I met her. They were my first friends in the VTuber community. And she's doing really well for herself as a tattoo artist. So that's why she doesn't really stream much anymore. She's busy with her tattoo stuff, and I'm like really proud of her. Because she's an amazing artist. I have thought about becoming a tattoo artist, but I get nervous because I'm putting my art on someone's body that's permanent, and if I fuck it up, it's like, it's on me, right? I feel bad. I feel like I'm not talented enough to do tattoo art. Plus, I'm not really good with tattoo designs. My forte is fashion design, but I am trying to branch out into other things, because that's why I've started doing emotes and portraits and stuff. But I still got a long way to go and learn. It's a lot of practice.
Yeah.
So I've also heard from you, Green, that you also had connections. How'd you get those connections? Because like you said, you what was it? Through VR chat, right?
Oh yeah, so funny enough, ironically, I wasn't expecting to know any of you guys at all. I was a shut-in, right? Like a purely shut-in. Like I streamed for fun. I mean, and because I work in the medical field, and because I do also psychiatry, I tend to be there if anyone needs me. But I never expect to meet. I guess the first person ever to reach out to me to collab was Axis. Formerly known as Jellyfish, for anyone who doesn't know. But basically, they reached out to me saying, "Hey, we should do collab sometimes," because they like my content. And I think that's what got me into, because I got a lot of people saying they like my content, but like I really, which I do, I really appreciate it. But like as a fellow streamers, even if viewers say it, it's not gonna pack as much of a thing compared to someone who's like, "Oh, I like your content. I want you to be in my stream." Like, you see the difference?
Yeah.
Of, like, just know that they are trusting you in their stream as well, and they see you as someone highly, like to the point where they would want you to be in their content. And I'm just like, oh, that's okay, cool, nice. Like because I'm not great with emotional responses, but I guess when I start meeting Axis, I met everyone else. I met Pavu, I met Sakrin, and I guess Pavu then found like I'm I guess with VR chat. So I go into VR chat, meet other people, and because of how our content and humor, we basically just go well. Like I just clicked with them, and basically we started making content together. And because of my availability, and how basically it's also like with the ideas, because they like certain ideas I do point out, and they'll take it, which I don't care. Like I'm not the type of person who would be like, oh, like, you know, why did you put me as a credit or something? I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But all you know is as long as everyone's have fun, I'm glad, you know? Like, even if I'm willing to sit out, I guess I'm fine with it. Because it's like, as long as everyone is having fun, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the connections, it's just a lot of through people. Like, I met Chris through you, by the way, because of the collab we made.
And Mayo.
Yeah.
It's out on Spotify, by the way.
It's out on Spotify and
Yeah.
YouTube.
The making of it. The making of it. They were making it live on stream, and I've known Green to be in Kai's chat and streams, but I've never actually saw his model. I never checked his channel out, and then that for some reason made me curious to check out his channel, and I followed him. And then he started talking in my chat, and then one day when I was away working for my uncle, I decided to I want to slide in his DMs and try to become friends. And then I sent a meme.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started sending memes, and then we started talking about shit. And I'm a very open book, so he was surprised. I didn't even know he was a doctor. I was like, at one point I was venting to him about stuff randomly, and I was really bored at my uncle's. Because I left my Switch here and I couldn't bring my PC with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like... And that's how the friendship started.
Kai, out of curiosity, how did we start being friends?
I think it was when I think I met you through Pavu actually.
Yeah,
Like-
I know I met you through Pavu, but I just don't know how we initiated the combo ourselves.
I think you wanted to make a song, and I was like, yeah, sure. I don't know what song we can make. I suck at it, but we're gonna do it. And then
that's
that
right, I wanted to make.
yeah, we wanted to make a song. You wanted to make a song, and that's how it
You
happened.
guys made a shitpost song.
And, no, the thing is, I wanted to make an actual music video because part of me wanting because now I'm a content creator, not a full-fledged one, just still a bootleg puny one, but it's more likely I want to do so much. It's like, you know how you live life, you want to do everything before you can't anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like I want to actually make a music video, like an actual music video, like those VTubers and everyone and thing, because it's like, oh, cool. It's like you want a song that you proudly earned and made yourself, and people can listen to. I don't know if it's going to be great or not, but we'll think about it then. But it's like, so, and then I was talking about it, and I think Kai, I knew Kai was a music producer, but I didn't know that he was willing to help. So I was just suggesting it, and Kai's like, yeah, sure, why not? And then I think we started making one, a random shitpost meme, but then it turned out to be canned mayo, because originally it wasn't about canned mayo, by the way.
Dude, it was not. It was 100% not.
It was not.
Let me
Nope.
tell you, it was almost about pegging.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Kai, do you want to give the context, or do you want me to give the context?
You can give the context, to be
know.
honest.
Okay, so for absolute context, Kai made a little beat, and originally we thought that beat's gonna be a cool, a long song, right? Like I said, a 3-minute, 4-minute song. But then, of course it was. You were there for it. Basically, we were talking about, what if we, you know those music videos where we say something so diabolical and then a cute song starts playing afterwards that leaves you questioning life? So originally, I don't know what the combo was, but we talked about pegging, and then we wanted what if we start the combo with oh yeah, don't you just get pegged or something, and then someone goes huh, and then the music starts playing. The original tone was lower toned, so, and then I think when we're that doesn't work because it keeps nothing makes sense, right? Because it just, imagine say that and then the entire song is just a beat, like a lo-fi thing. But then afterwards, I think we came up with ideas. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, Kai, have you ever tried microwaving canned mayo? And just know that most of the lyrics
was an actual conversation.
It was the actual conversation. Kai generally crashing out on the song is him actually crashing out first time.
So the initial part of it and then the ending of it was the actual conversation.
Yeah.
The middle part
Yeah.
was just added in, but the first part of that and the last part of that was the actual conversation, and I'm like, you know, it fucking works. If it fucking works,
So-
it fucking works.
So the like thing is, the original idea was to have me say, "Have you ever tried microwaving canned mayo?" And you going, "What the fuck is canned mayo?" And then it just doesn't do anything, and then just a little beat in the middle, and then like
No,
then you crashing out.
so I wanted it to be so then I didn't want it to limit to only 18 plus, because if I were to swear, it gets
Yeah.
marked as explicit, right? Then it won't
Yeah,
get
so
pushed
you-
out to anywhere or to like
Yeah.
certain people. But if you make it family friendly, and you know, hell is not a
Bad word.
bad
yeah,
word, so I'm like, okay.
No. Thing is, I remembered the process of making it word for word, by the way. So originally it would be like, "Have you ever tried microwaving canned mayo?" Then Kai going, "What,
the
the
fuck is
hell is canned? Yeah, what the fuck is canned mayo?" This is the process of it, and then just the music going, and then it just we didn't have any convo yet, and it ended with Kai going, "What the hell?" Just that just ends there. Just nothing. That's it. And then we originally wanted to make it family friendly, so we try to cut out Kai saying the F word. So
Yeah.
just, what the and then it just starts playing. But I think, and then later on we're like, what if we try having an actual conversation, Kai? And then we went from it went from green to Kai, then green. So it went from just me telling Kai what it is, Kai going, "What the hell is canned mayo?" And then Kai crashing out, and then me going, "Why not?" But then we wanted a combo, right? And how does a combo work if I'm gonna say something, Kai then talks it, then crash out, then I say why not? So we're gonna make it green, Kai, green, Kai, green. So and then so it's like, and it doesn't make sense why he would crash out after asking in a tame voice, "What the hell's canned mayo?" So then I'm like, what if I add an explanation to it? There you go. That was the lyrics. I think.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think towards the end, was it Zol or who was it that added? Cause it's tasty, and
I
I'm
think
like,
that was just
"Yeah, I'll
you."
take it." No, someone in chat said preferably it's tasty instead of why not.
That's
Oh,
when I came in. I was like, "What the fuck is happening in here?" And then someone added that in at the end.
it could have been Zol, to be honest.
I think it was Zol.
I think it was Zol.
Sounds like a
Oh.
Zol thing to do.
And then Axis suggested adding the microwave sound.
No,
And then
that was just
Oh.
me. That was just me. I was cooking on that.
You were
Yeah,
cooking
that was
that.
Kai.
Yeah, Kai, no, Kai, you did that, but I think because you did it 8-beat or 9-beat, and then we tried lowering it to make it more. I think it's 7-beat now, right? Beep beep. Yeah, 7. But all I know is Kai did a lot of cooking. Me and Axis did a lot of adjusting, like just to make
Yeah.
it more like
Yeah.
and then basically that's it. And to this day, that song is like that is now part of my lore as a streamer,
Oh my
and I'm
god.
like, cool, thanks.
Oh, you have no idea, Kai. Even in like Rage's chat, people bring up canned mayo because of green. Every time someone sees green, it's canned mayo.
You know, I'm
Canned
happy.
mayo always gets brought up now.
I'm happy to bring that to life.
And God bless you for that, brother.
And now green tortures me with it now. And I'm like, God fucking damn it.
I'm glad to have brought that to life. It was like, man. I guess we gotta spread canned mayo everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what's worse? My boyfriend digs it so much, and he brings it up now because he knows it's starting to like annoy me at this point because Green already does it as much as it is. Because Green sent him the Spotify link and the promotional video, and I'm like, "What have you done?"
Look,
I wanted to make a promo video so badly, but then Kai, because you said you're gonna upload to YouTube Music, I'm like, I might as well just mention YouTube as well, and so it's just Spotify because people
Yeah.
don't have access to Spotify.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna wait for it, and then yeah, once that was released, god damn.
Dude, I am terrible at like keeping to a schedule.
Promotion.
Or yeah, and promotion too, because like one, I've always thought that like my music is kind of just meh and it's mediocre compared to like other VTubers, and I'm just like it's just okay, you know, it's nothing great.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
bad at scheduling and keeping on disciplined on a schedule too, but that's ADHD. Sometimes I get the ADHD burnout, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything.
I wish I had a manager. God damn.
If I could afford, I would hire you as a manager, Green, because you're actually good at keeping me on task. But I think it's because we both have ADHD, so you know what works for me and what doesn't.
Yeah, fair. Kai, would you
Yeah.
have a manager?
I mean, if you were to ask me, a couple of years ago, I would. But as of right now, no, because like content creation has been slowing down for me, and I'm trying to make it as a hobby rather than
A job.
a job. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm trying to make it as a part-time job, not full-time, because I feel like I would get too burnt out if I made it full-time. Part-time, I'm okay with.
Hmm.
I guess,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Because
having
I
a-
like doing this for fun, but I also would love to make money off it.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like... Okay, here's my question. If you were to have... How do I say this? If you were to do content creating, are you really there for the money, or do you prefer being there for the community and the connections you've made along the way? Because
100% the community and connections on the way, because I'm the type of person who also loves meeting people from different countries and learning about their culture too. Because I'm a nerd like that.
I think for me, I just wanna make music and do things that people like to see, right? Like, people like to hear us yap about things and watch us play some power washing sim. I think this is the reason why I like playing power washing sim. Whenever I just do just chatting, it's just me playing power washing sim.
Power wash.
Like, if you ever see me play power washing sim, it's not power washing sim, it's just chatting.
It's just chatting.
It's just chatting.
That's me with art too, because like it's an art stream, but then it turns into like chatting about random things with my chat as well, or my chat just being a gremlin.
Because, like, it used to be,
Like like spamming the nut button on my stream.
Because it used to be gunpla building, but I wanted to turn that into a job so hard, right?
Yeah.
I got so burnt out of it. That's why I quit it, and kind of wish I didn't do that. So I'm trying so hard to make sure that it doesn't happen with this.
But
Right.
Kai, my question here's a question targeted at you, and I'm sorry about this. Would you go back to it again?
Would I go back to gunpla building?
Yes.
I've done it a couple of times, and it's usually just me locking in than what it was before, where we just chatted and stream would always try to distract me from it.
Would you do it like power wash then?
I would, if the engagement was there, but
Yeah, fair.
otherwise, it's just me locking in and actually concentrating on
Fuck this.
building. It's always...
I was struggling with the
yeah.
ladder.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Use the scaffolding if you need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kai, do you have any questions you would like to ask?
God damn it! Why does it sound like an interview? Just, do you have any other
Would you like
questions?
Do you have any other questions? Your resume would be submitted 2 to 5 business days.
Oh my god! Like, imagine we talk about jobs and talk about jobs
like-
and other
Are IRL job stories?
yeah,
or-
IRL job stories. Just letting you all know that's the next episode where we talk about
Yeah.
different stories.
Oh yeah.
I will apologize beforehand that mine can go for a long, long time.
Yeah,
from
you
being-
know-
Well, you work. Yeah,
That's a good thing.
that's your profession. I've worked different jobs, so I have different kinds of stories.
And dude, like, that's for next time. For today, we're talking about, I guess, VTubing and Ken Mayo, because that's where we signed up to. Alright.
Wait. Okay, so I guess we're gonna wrap up with one last thing. So
Mhm.
I saw on TikTok, right, and it's a little deep. It's a little deep, and I kind of want to dig deep. I want to go deeper into this. Stop! Shut the fuck up.
I'm mature. I'm mature. I
How
swear.
deep we going?
Do it. Okay, so
Sorry.
I want to know because your younger self wanted to I wanted to know if your younger self wanted to get into content creation, right? So
Mhm.
at some point your younger self did. So what would your younger self believe, or what would your younger self not believe about your life today?
Oh, that's a good one.
In terms of just career itself, or just in streaming.
I want to say let's do both because like let me, if I were to go first, right? So I don't think my younger self would ever believe that we would actually get a job working at Amazon. For one, never would have thought about that. Never thought in a million years we would. We thought we would just probably stay where we were and not get anywhere. In terms of streaming, I think younger self wouldn't believe that we would have met a lot of like these amazing people. Like, I thought younger me would probably think that, oh, we're gonna stay in our little circle of friends. Never would get into streaming actually, right?
Mm.
And thought, yeah, we just play League of Legends all day, or whatever game, whatever MOBA game there is, right? I think that's what younger me would have thought of.
Mhm.
Like all the people that we've met along the way. So what about y'all?
Man, for me, I always like sketched out like outfit designs in a sketchbook, and no one IRL was really that interested in my costume designs because they were always too extra for them or like a little too unique for their taste. Because I live in a very boring normie kind of society in my area, so like after becoming a VTuber and people actually being interested in my design ideas and having people like buy some of my outfit drawings and use them for their OCs or like commission me for their VTuber outfit design was like, holy shit, people actually like my ideas. I never thought anyone would like my ideas. So I don't think the younger me would ever think this would happen because I never thought I would really be that much into fashion and people liking it. Because I was very tomboy growing up too. So yeah, that's it for me.
I guess for me, in terms of career, I'll start with career first. I guess I wouldn't expect me to be this overqualified in a lot of things.
Yeah,
gonna
you
lie.
are overqualified in a lot of things. I'm like, damn, you like speedrun that degree shit.
Yeah, so the reason why is because I guess, well, now it's completely different because I was still unsure what I wanted to do, and it's also like, you know how curiosity kills a cat type of thing. Like I wasn't expecting me to be like, oh, I get bored of this certain things, and certain things.
Mhm.
And funny enough, as a kid, I didn't want to be any of the things I did. By the way, I wanted to be a combat medic, or if not a combat medic, then at least would be a police officer. Ironically, because I was like, hey, you know, those are cool. You get to tackle people and stuff. I don't know what my mindset went back in the day, but I also wasn't expecting to know people because I was a complete shut-in. I kid you not. Like with a lot of people and things and socials life I've been through, I was the complete shut-in. So you would like if I was to continue that path, I wouldn't have met anyone here at all and know more than I should. but I'm glad I didn't pursue that path. I guess that's the only not regret I did in my past. But I guess it then divert to me watching YouTube. Like I was like, I see people think I'm like, if nothing motivates me, then YouTube will motivate me to choose a career. And I see a lot of content creators, like back in the day, maybe I'm too young for this, but like Minecraft YouTubers back in the day,
Oh my
who were basically
god.
carried my childhood in a way, because they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
the ones that you put on, and the ones that promoted Minecraft to be the game it is now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's yeah, like, and I've always been like, damn, I want to be part of that community, because if they can do it, why can't I? So I always wanted to be a content creator. I started out actually quite young. I think at 15, 16, but then it never worked out, and I got too self-conscious, so I stopped. But then, and then after a while, I think I got back to it. But at the same time, I started off knowing that I don't have an impact at all. So I started off because I just want to satisfy the need of me actually trying something before giving up, And I guess now looking back at it, I wouldn't believe that I have made a lot of connection. And as a streamer myself, I never knew that I would make such an impact on other people's lives as well, let alone my own. Like I would like no way would your younger self believe that, oh, you helped this person become who they are now. Like imagine someone way more famous than you are now. You're the person who made them that. So it's like, I looking back now, I would not believe what I've gone through and done and stuff, but I will be glad that I've taken this path through a lot of ups and downs. Like I would gladly go through it again. Yeah.
I think one more thing that I thought, well, younger me wouldn't believe, is that all the songs that I've made so far, like some of the intricate ones as well. I think, what was it, Envy Baby was a really intricate one for me to actually do. What younger me would have never thought to actually be able to do that. Like younger me would have never thought I'd be able to play like an Avenged Sevenfold song, or a Bullet for My Valentine song,
Yeah.
which is a little insane. But I think that's all we have for today.
Yay.
Yeah, I think we'll
Yay.
do this every Saturday, unless both of you say otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have episode 2 come out let's next week. We'll plan that out. Don't know what we're gonna be talking about. We're thinking about bringing in some guests as well, so please watch out for that, and please join the Discord if you haven't already. I'll be announcing it on my Discord.
Yeah, that'll be mostly because you're the one streaming. I don't think I would be streaming, but if I do, then I have to tell them that I would not be reading chat. That's the issue.
And thank you all for listening in. I really appreciate everyone who is just here. Sorry we didn't, talk to chat or anything, but as a podcast, we'll try to limit it, as we want to keep to at least an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours. So I appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Anyways, any last things you guys want to plug? Not up my ass.
Oh, got you. Let me go. So as a doctor, let me go behind you and pull that out. Oh,
no,
what's that?
please.
It's the hit song "Can."
I fucking swear to God.
That was a cringy segue. Oh my god, Green. But that's very on brand for you.
I'm fucking dead.
I don't know. I guess if anyone's interested in my comms, I am on VGen at vgen.co/ChrisVenusAngel. If anyone's interested in commissioning me for emotes, anime-style portraits, or outfit designs for their OCs or VTuber. So.
And if you enjoy this content, make sure to follow Kai or subscribe because he's on YouTube. And
Hit
check
that
out
subscribe
his social.
button!
Yeah. Oh my god, it's like those fucking back in the day YouTube channels. You see that like button? Fucking smash the fuck out of it. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, hit that ding dong, and here we are.
Click that like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Oh my fucking god.
And make sure to listen to that hit song.
Oh my god, get me the hell out of here. I think we were close to like 3K. We're about like I think I want to say 15 we're 15 subscribers away from 3K, and then I think for TikTok, I think I'm about 1 now. Yeah, I'm 1 follower away from 2K.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. I think my next goal is hopefully our or my Twitch channel. I want to have a goal of 1,700 followers. We're currently at 16. So 17 to 1,800 followers by the end of the year. If not, 17 at least close to that. Because we'll never get to 2K in a span of like a month.
It's still like, well, it's impossible, but it's not possible, but it's still possible. It does happen.
the possibilities is low, but it's never zero.
Exactly.
The chances of you getting attacked by a cow are low, but it's never zero.
Zero. I feel like that would.
a fucking cow.
I feel like that would work with the duck because there's a fear for like a duck somehow out there. There's always a duck staring at you.
It's
Always a duck.
It's either a duck or a goose.
Yeah.
For
The
Americans,
goose.
it's ducks. For Canadians, is a goose. I think everything in Australia just wants to kill you.
Yep.
So
we lost the war to birds. I don't know what else do you want me to say.
dude, there is a what was it? There was a news article in Hawaii where they're saying we're losing the war on chickens, and everyone's like, "Oh no, it's the emu war again."
I mean, in Canada, like our Canadian geese guard our dollar stores now. So
it's
off of
the guard
picture in our
dog.
Discord. They're on the roof. They're always on the roof, watching,
Always.
making sure you don't steal shit.
Anyways.
I'm always watching.
Anyways, so tune in next week for episode 2. We might put this on Spotify as a podcast. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll probably put an ad for canned mayo in the middle of it. Anyways.
Fuck. The video is sponsored by canned mayo. Have you ever tried microwaving it?
Anyways, have a good rest of your weekend, y'all. We will see you all later. Stay sudsy, my friends. Stay sudsy. We'll figure something out for the ending. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll catch
we'll
you
figure
all
something
laters. Good
Bye
night,
bye.
morning, afternoon.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hang on, if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Truman.
Believe in the power of yeet.
I got a power of
Oh,
God.